into the computer here. If you ever need a cat sitter, yeah, she does not. She's very particular about her space, and I'm pretty disrespectful about her space, if I'm being honest. But it's not because I don't respect her. It's that if I respected her space all the time, I'd never get to pet her at all. And that's just not an option for me. I'm sorry. That's part of the deal here. I give her treats and wet food, and I give her everything her little heart could ever desire, right? Right? She said yes. And so occasionally, I'm going to steal a pet. I'm going to steal a kiss. I'm going to pick her up against her will. And I'm sorry. You can cancel me. I always try and get consent from this little cat, but sometimes she won't give it, and I want to pick her up because she's fluffy and she's cute, and that's not my fault. And I refuse to take accountability or responsibility for it. And I don't care. Cancel me if you want. Love computers. Love bangers. Yo, shout out to Ashley. Oh, computer. I love computer. I love computer. I do too. I love computer. I'll see you in a second. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. We're in it. We're in it to win it. I demand winning it and being into it. We in it to win it. We in it to win it. I'm in it to win it. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody who came from the mobile stream to this stream. Thank you. Shout out to RJ, shout out to Persian, shout out to Ash, shout out to Rhea. Thank you for coming through. It's another day. It's another beautiful day here in paradise. I am so lucky to be able to share this this moment with y'all. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for clicking the hearts. Thank you for the love. You guys are amazing human beings, and I'm so grateful to have you guys be part of this shit. Let's go. I'm laughing like the Joker. Love that fresh stream smell. We just pop it over instantly. Mad wave. Yo, thank you for coming through, y'all. Mad love. Mad love. Big homies. What's up, Cody? Cody Babodi. Happy Fry. Happy Fry. Say. Happy Fry. Say. Yo, thank you for coming through. Happy Fref Save to everybody who celebrates. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Oi, you guys are awesome. Welcome to the stream. Justin, I heard I heard the things you posted. I couldn't tell. Is that you rapping or are those your beats? Tell me the story behind what you posted. Because it was hard for me to tell. I couldn't tell if it was a recording of you on a computer or what's up. React to my rap, fam. All right, bro. Bet.
Hello.
Once again, we have started. We played the piano for a little bit, but I got antsy and wanted to start working on songs here. We are going to be releasing a song. We'll have the pre-save out starting Monday. Right now, we're gonna let Rhea's pre-save sit pretty. Congratulations to Rhea on releasing her music today. The pre-save is in her bio or also in the Discord. In the Hey Rhea, you should, if you're still in the chat, you should post the Spotify, post in the Spotify links to your music text channel, just so that your pre-save campaign is more accessible, because I think it got lost in the general chat. If you haven't, please click the thumbs up. Please click the hearts. Thank you to everybody who gifted memberships over the last bunch of days and weeks. It's been literally over 200 people have received gifted memberships, so thank you for that, guys. Oh yeah, this one. I liked this one. Hi, baby. What? What's up, sweet girl? What? You want attention? So excited for this album. So excited for the Sean Max drop. So excited for your remake. Hell yeah. We doing it, y'all. We're doing it. We doing it and doing it and doing it. And doing it raw. Doing it and doing it and doing it raw. Oh yeah, this one was kind of... Also, thank you for everybody who was in the stream last night. You know, we did a bit of a late night stream yesterday, and we had a lot of homies, and we were struggling. And, you know, I noticed, actually, there were a couple people. There's a famous actor. His name is Tim Heidecker. He had a show on Adult Swim called Tim and Eric. Awesome show. Great job. He was in the movie, I think, Nope, the Jordan Peele movie. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's a very successful, funny guy. But he has a podcast, and they live stream it on YouTube. And they were also having issues on YouTube yesterday. So it was not something that was just with my channel, apparently. It looks like YouTube... Apparently YouTube was struggling across the board. So excited to be working on new stuff. Finally have that shit off my mind. Hell yeah. I wish I could sympathize. I feel like I don't let go of a lot of music, and so I need to get some of that stuff off my back. So I made some fire tacos. What kind of tacos did you make? Let's go. It was fire. It was fire. Just dropping in to say hi. Also, I don't have my sound on, so I can't hear. But anyway, what happened when 2 pieces of bread went on a date? It was loaf at first sight. Anyway, I gotta go, yo. Shout out to Kiki. Yo, shout out to Kiki. Chorizo and potatoes, yum. And I didn't get an invite. They're gonna be fire poops tomorrow. Yo, shout out to Angry Otter for the gifted memberships, and to everybody. I love seeing all the green names in the chat. We had RJ and Angry Otter, and I believe Wayne Bouchard was here before. I don't know. He might have had to head out. But mad love to each and every one of you. Thank you for coming through today, guys. I like this one. Wayne said, I'm here. Yes, ma'am. That's so funny. No, Yush. WB was in the house. He in the house. We in the house. Yo, shout out to Ashley, Angry Otter, RJ, Wayne. We got the trifecta. The three most powerful moderators in YouTube history here in my chat. I'm the luckiest boy on the internet. Justin, thank you for hanging out yesterday. Shout out to RJ and Ash and Rhea for kicking it with me last night. We had a bunch of homies coming through, but the stats were all messed up. So RJ said we went dono crazy last night. I agree. Ash said I'm in a relationship with Rhea. I just don't have anything to contribute, so I'm just observing, moderating, watching for trouble. No, I appreciate you, Wayne. I hope you had a good day today. Happy Friday. What's the move? Is anybody doing anything fun tonight? Should I do anything fun? I don't have any money right now, so we're kind of like doing struggle meals and everything, which is good. Threaded to the Three Stooges. It was a great hangout. You know, I had a blast. If you haven't, don't forget, please click the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you're subscribed and you have the ability to receive gift memberships turned on in your settings. If you don't know how to do that, let me know. It does not cost you anything. Pissed off, shit soft, whiny individual, not political. RJ, I claim Curly. Man, if we were all closer, I'd throw a stream party. I know, right, RJ? What's booster juice? Two big music festivals on, and I didn't organize entry for either. I'm not gonna pay. Smoothie date. I wanna come. Hi, sweet girl. Look at this cat. Oh my god. Hi, baby. Yo, I love this cat so fucking much. Hi. What's up? What's up, baby? I love you. You want attention? Yeah. You want attention? You want so you can fight me? You want to fight me? Yeah. She wants a fight. Arr, arr. Yo, shout out to V. Can we get a bunch of hearts in the chat for V? Four said, scream as loud as you can for no reason. You know, somebody told me to do that when I was doing ASMR. They were like, you should be really, really quiet. Talk like this. And then scream at the top of your lungs. I want to come. I want to go. You guys have to, I want to go on a smoothie date, but you guys have to pay for my travel and lodging, unfortunately. And I charge a travel day rate as well. No, RJ, we are getting tacos. We should, that would be a fun stream party, would be to get all the food, like all the food that you guys always talk about, steak and all these like regional, that would be so much fun. Yo, if anything crazy ever happens, if we ever build this channel up into something crazy, I'll throw a party. Because then it's like, then we can write it off. If we make enough money, I can spend $10,000 or $20,000, $30,000 on a party. I can write that shit off. We can farm content from it. It'll be great. Try singing rapper songs, bro. What do you mean? You want to hear a rap song? I'll play you a rap song, eh? I wasn't. You can find my dating. Here's a rap song. I'm gonna go get my water. Shout out to V. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I love you guys so much. This is my homie Max and me. I produced the song. Max rapped on it. Rhea's gonna remix it. We're putting it out next week.
I've done God before I got out. I'm sitting on bounce and God in my yard. My vertical staying above at the top of my server. I'm tasting loud like it's jarred. I'm buried the pain. I'm sneaking out. Unagi, I'm speaking out. Where's my game? My legs give up. Count the best. Give a taste to break it up. Where's the fate that I'm supposed to wait for late at night? Watch my weight go gain that I close the same core pain, but I switch the main focus. Gotta rock the game now. If you think I'm good, correct it. I'm info. Got no options. I take the railroad. Gods don't act the way they supposed to. I am the aftermath like I'm an NATO. Done God before I got out. I'm sitting on bounce and God in my yard. My vertical staying above at the top of my server. I'm tasting loud like it's jarred. I'm buried the pain. I'm sneaking out. Unagi, I'm speaking out. Where's my game? My legs give up. Hate the best. Give a taste to break it up. Where's the fate that I'm supposed to wait for late at night? Watch my weight go gain that I close the same core pain.
What's up, Leo?
The main focus. Gotta rock the game now. If you think I'm good, correct it. I'm info. Got no options.
Started on stream house.
They supposed to. I am the aftermath like I'm an NATO.
Are we sharing bedrooms? Our Wi-Fi will really cook a meal in 30 seconds with freeway. We can have like 10 different stars. RJ, don't make it weird. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't, please click the thumbs up. Yo. And thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Oh yeah, I wasn't sure what to do with this one. I can move me for me soon. I've been with the bed. I was asking for a friend. You lie! RJ, you lie! Let's get to 10 likes, guys. Please, 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 please. I just want... all I want in life is to have 10 likes on this video. And then maybe I'll be happy for once in my life. But I don't see how I could ever be happy until I have 10 likes on this video. 10 likes on this video. I just need a couple likes, just a couple of fucking likes on this video. I just need a couple likes, just a couple likes, just a couple likes on this video. Shout out to Alan. How you doing, brother? All I really need, all I really need, all I really need, all I really need is just a couple fucking likes on this video. All I really need is just a couple likes in this video. If I could have 10 likes, then maybe I could have a purpose in life. We're at 8 likes. Can we get to 9? Can we get to 9, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go. So I can move to let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got for me at the side. I want to feel me at the day. Shout out to school. Just one more like on this video, and then I'll have a purpose. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Until then, it's just like, oh man, I don't know if my life can really mean much until I have the right amount of likes on a video. Because if I don't have the amount of likes, then really, am I even a person? I feel like we're gonna be at that point someday. Did you guys ever see that? Did you see that Black Mirror episode where the social score one with I think it was Bryce Dallas Howard? Get off the internet, creep. Oh, I'm sorry, Captured. How are you feeling today, Capture Randy? I hope you're all right, brother. Much love to our homie Randy. I think Andy needs to be captured somewhere else. That's okay. We love you, Randy. I'm sorry you're having a bad day. Yo, Angry Otter, those are good stats, dude. Like, truthfully, bro. I mean, and Angry, you have, like, for the number of, like, you had out for a day. You know what I mean? 133 views in a day is good. You know what I mean? And it also means, like, I don't know. It's weird when you start dealing with, like, more and more subscribers. It's like, you know, who's actually seeing your stuff from your subscribers. I always question how those things are being engaged with. And I do think that they, I don't know, has anybody noticed, like, using, like, AI thumbnails? If that has an effect. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what to do with this song. Said, bro, I am buying Sony wired earphones. Yuvraj. What's up, Yuvraj? Shout out to Yuvraj. RJ says, I have a confession. Uh-oh. What's up? What's your confession? Angry Beaver, I tried to listen to your song, but the link wasn't working. I get almost heard 1,000 views a day. Well, it doesn't hurt that a popular reaction played it on their channel. Nice, dude. Is that something I should be doing? Should I be sending my music into that stuff? Yuvraj, what kind of headphones are they? I know thumbnails have a really big effect on views. I know, and I've just wondered also if the YouTube algorithm, you know, cares, whether they care about, because so many people use like AI thumbnails, and I don't know if that affects ranking and I don't know how any trying to like wrap your head around an algorithm. It's like trying to figure out a complex robot. I have Sony wired headphones. So do I. These are what I use in my sound mixing jobs. So I'm a location sound mixer for television and film, in addition to making music and stuff like that. And these are my favorite headphones to mix on. They're cheap, they're sturdy, they're flat response. They're the MDR 7506s. They're great. Just go to my channel. I very like. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like Angria, those are good numbers for the first day of releasing a song after you've never released music before, and you don't like regularly put out content. So like that's like I think that's good. Those are really good numbers. I'm one of those likes, by the way. Proudly, I'm one of those likes. Tell me how is it, and is it worth it? I mean, I think having a good pair of headphones if you're making music is very important. Even if you're not, if you're enjoying music, I think it's very important to have a decent pair of headphones. I don't love earbuds. I don't think earbuds are very good for you for a variety of reasons. Headphones probably in general aren't great for you, but just gotta be careful. I'm definitely overusing headphones, but I do it so I don't piss off my neighbors at night, and then also so I don't have bleed on the microphone. So my thumbnail is pretty. I like the thumbnail for sure. I'm not saying it's a bad thumbnail, Angry Otter, not one bit. But just the I just don't, you know, like I don't, because on the one hand I'm like I think YouTube doesn't care. Because so many people use them, and it's like, well, I don't think that's necessary. But I could also see it being the opposite, where they're like they start to detect, you know, things that are made in ChatGPT or different image generators or whatever. So I saw the dancing figures. Let's go. Ole. My Sony headphones cost $12. The MDR 7506s are. They used to be $95, or you could get them for like $90 on sale sometimes, but I believe they're $105 now. I think they've gone up because of the world. Justin said, you inspired me to get back to music. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. Proud of you, Justin. And Justin, I make a little more music and drink a little less. That's that was what helped me, because I used to drink a lot, and I still do occasionally, but no judgment, obviously. But if I could inspire you to do anything. Because when Cheeber said, you should drink 2 bottles of vodka, and you were like, I got you. I was like, oh my God. But we love you, brother. I just want the best for you, Justin. I appreciate you being here. And I always have to be a nerd and be like, always enjoy and consume things responsibly. But I genuinely, for real, I've had too many friends deal with addiction and stuff like that, so I always try to be very frank about that, even if it makes me look not cool. But I'm not saying don't do it, and I'm not trying to wag my finger at you or parent you. You're a grown ass man, but you know, that's just how I feel about it. I'm just being real with you, dog. I got love for y'all. I got $5 wireless headphones from Five Below. What's up, Vibav? Prasad. Hi. YouTube now detects misleading thumbnails, disappointment clicks, fast abandonment. That kills recommendation. This is from ChatGPT. Interesting. I don't feel so bad now, RJ. Hell yeah. Yo, thank you guys. You've come a long way. You guys are incredible. But shout out to everybody in the chat though, and everybody who, like, every single green name, every single moderator, all the new people, like, the generosity, like, you guys seriously have built this into something, and it's only because of y'all. So I mean, I'll take my part in it for sure. I get to be the handsome face of the operation, but it is made up of folks like y'all, and it's cool to be like a part of it. It doesn't even feel like I think some people in streaming situations and online, like these kinds of, I don't want to say necessarily parasocial relationships, but whatever this is, the interaction between subscribers and the chat and me and everything, that some people like get off on it in terms of like how you can use it to, like, people are like, yes, I am a god. You know, like they really believe it enhances whatever is within you, and I'm hoping and I'm trying to like stay as like real with y'all as possible and as fucking like calm and positive, and you know, like, is that 100% me? No. I try to not be negative on this stream because I don't think it serves me or the world, and I've failed at that many times, but I am trying to have this be like a positive place, and I don't know. I'm just rambling with positivity, but I'm just very grateful to have y'all here, and I don't know, it feels special. I don't know how else to describe it. Yo, RJ, shout out to Ultra for getting the gift membership from the homie RJ. Here comes the mushy, and I just want you to know that we're all gonna move in together, and I love you, each and every one of you. No, it's okay, Justin. Shun is the man, but we know V is the star. That's true. She's the brains behind the operation. I'm just the handsome feller in the front of the screen. Yo, it's cool though, man. Like, it's cool to see it happening, and you know, it's not easy, but I do think that like that it's possible to have like an alternative space that's not necessarily like where I'm like, I don't want to be a leader to a certain extent, you know, like some people want to like lead their army or whatever. Like, if anything, the Cheeber Nation is very much I don't even want to put a label on it because it might be considered too radical of a hierarchy, because there is no hierarchy, you know. I feel a part of something. I don't feel like I'm necessarily leading something, so I'm grateful. That handsome feller. He said, would you rather have 10 gifted memberships or a $10 donation? I would probably say the gifted memberships. But, Wayne, whatever you want to do, bro, I'm just grateful to have you as like a buddy, as a homie, a compatriot. And thank you for putting forth y'all's like effort. You know, like I only feel this way about y'all because you guys like put in the effort. And it's interesting how it is just like any relationship, any friendship, where it's like you know, you get what you put into it. You know what I mean? And it's not just the money. Like, the money is in this situation much more representative of love and support as well, which is a little bizarre for me, because I always have like vilified money to a certain extent, a necessary evil. But I really do feel like I'm like, this is the first time where I'm like, man, I feel the love in a gifted membership or a super chat, like, and not because I'm like, yes, I'll be rich, but like y'all are like supporting, like you guys know I need help, and not in like a pathetic way, but it's like, it I don't know, it's cool as fuck is my point. Check out me being verbose as hell. That's what my next album's gonna be called, verbose as hell. No, we need a name. You're the followers. So I can smell like roses once again. Gonna take a shower. Hell yeah. I just ordered flowers to your house. Be sure to give them to Mizigan. RJ. Wayne said, I'm just curious what helps more. Yo, shout out to Wayne. My shampoo smell like rose hip. It smell mega pretty. My hand smell like rose hip. It smell pretty. I'm a flower. Verbosa. It's me, Verbosa. You guys are great, though. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for your patience. You know, I think it's like, I'm just being real with y'all too. Like, it's you guys see how difficult it is for me to like make a song I like. You see how difficult it is for me to put out music, and I appreciate like that you guys encourage me without like judging me or being like negative about it. I have never felt anything but a positive reinforcement for like, you guys like are like, hey, put out music, but you're never like shitty about it, which like to a certain extent part of me feels like you could be, because I'm so inconsistent and bad at releasing songs, and I really am trying, and there is just like this block where it's like when I have to release music, it's like walking through quicksand is what it feels like mentally and physically. Like it takes me so long. Like it's such I don't know why. Yo. Okay, I will stop. Shout out to Wayne Bouchard for the 10 gifted memberships. Let's go, dude. Lima Bean Limousine, awesome name. Anna Dimples, Citizen of the Bikini Bottom. NCITT. AJ Cottrill, Jackpot Scratching just for today. Dozer, big homie Dozer. Haven't seen him in a minute, but we got love for him. Vrix and our homie Inder, who was in the stream last night. Yo, thank you, y'all. Yo, big shout out to Wayne Bouchard. W's in the chat, dude. We know Dozer, right? Yeah, Dozer's an OG, man. Dozer has been in the chat. He was supporting the channel very early on, and he's been doing his thing. He had a new YouTube channel that I subscribed to, but I haven't seen any posts. But admittedly, I'm not on YouTube as much as I should be. Ash says, Sean, you're so loving. I mean, Inder got one. Inder's a homie. Inder's another big supporter of the channel. He's gifted memberships and just been a friend of the channel for a long time. Let's go. I know, no Loco, though. Hell yeah. Poor Loco, man. YouTube does not want him to have a membership. Yeah, I don't know why because like he lives in the United States. Like there's no like small region where they're like, nobody gets gift memberships where he lives. I know that there are certain areas that can't get them. But like, what? Thank you, Wayne, dude. Here, let's open the song Wayne's World that I made last night. I forget what it sounds like. It's like, okay, I gotta mow the lawn that time of year. Oh, this one's called Wayne's World. This like really, really sad song. Yo, mad love to the homie Wayne Bouchard, our stream boss, and just a general G. Just a straight up gangster. Dude, it's really low key. I don't know if you were in the stream last night when this one, it's just these 2 notes. It's very dark and sweet. It's a good skeleton. Like there's something here. If I feel it already. If you can feel it with just two notes. I just really liked this. I don't know. I couldn't figure out what to do with it though. I was suddenly it was like 2 a.m. and I was like, oh. You start getting to those really we're like, oh, we all die. Yo, mad love to the homie Wayne. You deserve to have all the lawns mowed, my love. BRB shower time. Man, here in Florida, because it rains so much, I literally have to mow the lawn every 2 weeks or it gets out of hand. That's crazy. Yari, welcome back. Yo. Maybe someday I'll get a robot mower. Yes. Robot mowers. It's going to be peak, yo. Mad love. Yari, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you. I love seeing your name in the chat. Yari, make sure that you have the ability to receive gift memberships turned on. Because you should, have you gotten a gift membership before? I forget if we talked about this. I want to see Yari's name turn green. Yari's a friend of the channel. YouTube says gifted memberships tend to go towards viewers who opted in to allow gifts, are subscribed, recently interacted with the channel, active in the live stream, and chat frequently. Nice. Loco couldn't figure out how to turn on the option to accept invites yesterday. I wonder. Pretty sure he would have gotten one. I know, that's what I keep thinking. Yari. Yo, so if you wanna receive a gift membership, you gotta click the join button as if you were gonna join the membership, but you don't have to spend any money. There's just a little menu. You click the 3 white dots in that window, and there's a little toggle that you can switch on to receive gift memberships, and sometimes that is turned off for people. So make sure you have that turned on, because then you can have your name turned green. We've had, literally, Wayne Bouchard just donated 10 gifted memberships, who, by the way, is our stream boss, benevolent leader. I've never been so submissive to other people before until this stream boss thing was introduced, and I was like, they are our Lord and Savior. I'm like, oh no, I've joined a cult. I created a cult and I've joined it myself. That's so funny. Just kidding, guys. But Wayne is a homie. Risk it, biscuit, tisket, tasket, bread in a basket. Oh snap, ticked off Patriot. Yari said, okay, I just did it right now. It worked, bro. Let's see. RJ just sent one. Oh, it went to ticked off Patriot, big homie. Let's see. Angry Otter just sent one. Yo. There you go, Yari. Let's go. There you go. Angry Otter's got the touch today. That's what's up. Let's go. Congratulations to Yari, to Juan Hernandez, Senior June, It's Shoya, not It's Ahoya. It's Shoya and VT Channel R. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, big. Let's get a big shout out to Wayne. W's in the chat for Wayne Bouchard, and then let's get some otters in the chat for Angry Otter. And shout out to my homie V right here on my back. She loves standing on me. I'm convinced that when V does that, one time I started laughing and I threw my head back and I hit her with the back of my head on accident. And I felt so bad. So I think that when she jumps up on the chair now, she puts her hands on my shoulders to let me know that she's behind me, which is the cutest, smartest thing in the world. So she's not only adorable, but she's smart as hell. Aren't you, baby girl? Smarter than you like to admit. You just play dumb because you're smart. She's like, you know what? Why would I tell him I'm smart? I'll just let him pay for my food, feed me, give me a place to live. And I give her a nice life. I give you a nice life. She gets wet food. Yeah. She gets treats. I said all the words she knows. She knows the word wet food and treats. It said Mad Loco just doesn't have gifting turned on. I agree. He's got to have it. Or maybe he got like in trouble or something. Maybe is there anything that on the internet that says something about like not being able to receive one because you got like a strike from YouTube or something? Yo, shout out to Yari. Congratulations to Yari, the newest person in the chat to get a membership. Although Juan and a bunch of those homies are TikTok Patriots, a homie. Ishoya, they show up a lot. Haven't seen Senior June or VT in a while, but that's okay. That's okay. I know, I think we have to figure out whoever lives closest to Mad Loco, we need to like open up economics branches throughout the country so we can send like customer support representatives. Where it's like, okay, let me break out the Rolodex. Looks like Ash is closest to you. Ash, if you could just go over and make sure that they have gift memberships turned on. That's all we do is make sure people have their gift memberships turned on. Yeah, I'm just part of a national campaign, a non-profit, and whoa, and what are you guys trying to do? We're just trying to ensure that everyone who's a YouTube member has their gift memberships turned on and have subscribed to Economics. You know what I mean? Look at this adorable cat just laid out. That's all it is. But we'll charge a bunch. You'll get $100 a visit. And it won't just be to Mad Loco. It'll be to anybody. This is a brilliant idea. YouTube, I'm willing to do a contract with you for $400 million. $400 million, and I will create an entire workforce of people across the globe that can go to people's houses and make sure they have gift memberships turned on. I'll probably need a new one soon. Pretty sure my month is almost up. I'll bet you somebody in the chat can find it. Say he also has to be present. No, you don't have to be in the chat to get them. Yeah, no, just subscribed. That's true. Yeah, somebody let him know I'm on the way. I'll probably need a new one. We'll figure that out. Yes, please, if you haven't, feel free to join the Discord. That's just like where we post music, pictures of our animals, and I announce when I'm going live, and then we like help support other artists in the chat as well. Oh, and also a thing I thought of recently, I don't know if you guys remember, about a month ago somebody had joined the Discord and had posted a GoFundMe asking for help, and they got very upset when nobody donated. And that was my fault. If any of you, anybody in the chat or anybody in the Discord, if you or anybody you see in the chat ever post something, a GoFundMe, you can always just politely tell them that those need to go be sent to me privately, and I need to approve them before they're posted. That's that. I'm gonna make that have to go through me. So, you know, if somebody gets mad or whatever, like, you can just remind them if you see it before I do, but I'll make sure that that's enforced better. I just thought of that the other day. Speaking of donations, yo, zero only on YouTube. Shout out to Zero. I appreciate you so much. Welcome back, homie. And congratulations. I believe you got a gifted membership in the last 24 hours. I forget which stream it was in, but I do remember seeing your name. Welcome back. Thank you. Zero's been a big supporter of the channel as well. Thank you for the gift memberships. Thank you for the super chats. There are quite a number of ways that you guys can support the channel. Of course, the ways financially are like you just saw. Zero sent a super chat. You saw Angry Otter and a bunch of homies send gift memberships. Those are 99 cents each, and you provide 1 month of membership to people. So, you know, when you see someone sent 5 gift memberships, that was 5 99-cent gift memberships to each one of those folks. I also have a $4.99 membership tier available for all the homies and the OGs who are who want to support in a more substantial way. You also do not have to donate any money. You can simply like and subscribe and click the hearts and be my friend. As long as you're my friend, that's all I care about. That's all this is. I just want friends. No, but I do appreciate y'all being here, and I do feel a kinship with y'all, to be real. I don't want to overestimate. I don't want to be weird about it. But you guys do mean a lot to me. I've gotten to know a lot of y'all, and I'm very, very grateful. Shout out to Angry Otter for 4 months of gift membership. Incredible. An incredible human being. Zero's in the chat for Zero. I honestly can't stay for long since I'm doing some work for even more money and I'm on a tight timeline. I just thought I'd drop by to say hi. Zero, thank you. It means a lot to me, for real, and thank you for participating in the chat, in the stream, in the channel. Thank you for helping to build this up. Every single donation, every single chat, every single like, heart, everything, it all is building this into something. And you guys have already created something amazing for myself and for all of us. Like, I really do think it's like, yo, at some point, I do really believe that if we can get it to a good point, we could really like make substantial change. Like, do fundraisers and stuff and donate like chunks of money to, like, I don't know, food banks and stuff. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, we're gonna build a billion houses or something, but like, you know, maybe we can start like, I need money. Obviously, I am broke and working on my own shit, but like I have 2 businesses I am running. But beyond that, like, I don't want it to always be about just like me and getting money. Like, part of community is supposed to be like give back. And if, you know, on the one hand, you all are helping me so much, but I would love to use that opportunity to also like start to maybe funnel some of that into, you know, positive things that can have direct changes and effects on the world in even just a little positive way. So I believe it's Beaver, not Otter. No, it's Angry Otter. Yo, what's up, Adrian Cardenas? Shout out to RJ. Yo, Zero, thank you. I hope we always have amazing streams here. It doesn't matter how many people are here. It's always a pleasure. What's this song called? Skatopia. Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this one. Economics makes the world a better place. Well, not yet. I'm still a leech on society at this point. Not totally. Not totally. But I have used a lot of plastic straws, you guys. And if I'm given the choice between a paper straw and a plastic straw, I choose a plastic straw. And I'm sorry. But that's just the type of person I am. Sean, you wouldn't know because you're not in Texas, but you want to be the HEB of YouTube. HEB stands for Howard Edward Butt, named after the businessman who expanded his mother's small grocery business, while his mother, Florence Butt, founded the original store in Kerrville, Texas in 1905. Her son Howard took it and renamed it the H.E. Butt. One of the largest privately held companies in the United States, operates hundreds of stores across Texas and Mexico. Wow. HEB stands for Here Everything's Better. Is that am I reading that correctly? W Live, yo, shout out to Adrian. What's up, Cheebs? Cheeber, Ash, Justin, Angry Otter, RJ, HEB Supermarket, the FEMA of Texas. Oh shit. Is that like they're the ones who like help all the time? If it weren't for Sean, none of us would know each other. That's true. Yo, Cheebs. School. I was moving my monitor upstairs and I cracked open my knuckle. Oh gosh. Yo, okay, go wash your wound, young man. Don't forget, if you haven't, please click the thumbs up and the hearts on this video, guys. Shout out to Justin, Cheeber, Ashley. Shout out to Adrian, RJ, Angry Otter. Wayne Bouchard, 0 for the gift. Thank you for the gifts and the gift memberships, y'all. I don't know what to do with this song. This sounds very, je ne sais pas. I don't know how to say it. You make a video? Alright, bro. Let's go. That one's called Skatopia. Because I think RJ and Rhea were talking about tech decks. Tech decks. What is the song Clovers? Yes, get a Band-Aid, Cheebs. Cheeber. I'm doing jumping jacks and a shout out to J Brown, Virginia. You're gonna fit in just fine in this channel. Oh yeah, not this one. What about Orange Marmalade? So you went skating this morning before you went into work? Nice, bro. Nice, bro. Oh shit, this one's loud. This shit's crazy, huh? Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That's fun. That's a fun one, isn't it? That's a bit of a fun one, isn't it? Rhea doesn't use Tech Deck. She makes her own mini fingerboards. That's right. That's right. Cheebs said, I have a question. What's up, bro? skate life, baby. Man, don't say for me, baby. But tell me what the baby. What's been happening lately? I think everything's making everybody crazy. I ain't got it. You ain't doing me off, feel me not so I feel like the sun. Come on, no light shot. Me up like that. So like that. I me up to fight back. Maybe I got the shit. Maybe I don't. Baby, I got the shit. Baby, I won't hurt you. I don't want this shit. You ain't gotta want this shit. I'm lit up. Wanna fuck my shit up. Smoking marijuana. Oh, it's stinking up my zip up. Shorty, brick, big skin flick. I don't really need this motherfucking bullshit. I got everything I want. I got everything I need. Every time I get a see, I got on my fucking knees. I pray to God. I pray to God. I see tomorrow. I pray to I can feel it right. You're showing me what to see me right the light. If I'm not to say. What's up, Kai? Shout out to Kai. Adrian, go see she's a fire soul. I'm asking for a friend, but how do you stop minimal bleeding? You wash the wound, you apply pressure with a clean towel or rag or anything that make sure that it's clean, not something soaked in oil. Make sure that you clean the wound and then put pressure until the bleeding stops. And if it doesn't stop, you need to... I would also alert an adult or guardian, a neighbor, whoever's the closest person. I'm serious. I'm not even fucking around right now. If you have a wound, Cheebs, you have to tell the nearest adult right now that you have a wound. I don't care if it's small. I want it on record. You have to tell an adult. And if it's serious, you need to talk to emergency services like immediately. I know you. I don't think it doesn't sound like it's that bad, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna take that very seriously, my friend. Not to make it all weird and shit. I'll keep playing music, but I'm not kidding. Because if you're joking around, that's fine. But like, if you're bleeding, tell an adult, apply pressure, go from there. Justin says no, rub dirt in it. Okay, Justin and Cheeber have both given each other the worst advice. Cheeber was like, drink 2 bottles of vodka, and Justin's like, put dirt in your wounds. I'm like, you guys, no, no. Just said I'd rap to this beat. Yo, shout out to Angry Otter. And super glue fixes everything. Most of the bleeding has stopped, but it's still bleeding and only broke through the epidermis. Don't you use big words with me, Cheeber. Don't you ever flex on me talking about epidermis. Y'all need to not listen to each other. Sometimes people meet in the wild. You know, you walk by a stranger and you give them a smile. You have like a positive interaction. And sometimes you walk by someone and you like run into them on accident. And that is what Cheeber and Justin are doing. Is they're both just like bumped into each other and they're like, you should drink a bunch of vodka. And he was like, you should put dirt in a wound. Duct tape works. Shout out to Kelly Harris. What did I just walk into? The chat's on fire. Duct tape does work. Shout out to duct tape and gaff tape. I work in the film industry. We swear by that shit. That's some Gen X advice right there. Rub some dirt in it. Let the dog lick it. Shake it off. I mean, I'm not against that, but like, just also clean the wound and apply pressure. And then do whatever you want. Cheeb, what did you do? How could a monitor be so sharp? Wayne Bouchard. Cheebs always finds a way to hurt himself. You guys are incredible human beings. I do also always want to, like, for any of the younger cats in the chat, I always do want to encourage y'all to communicate with your parents. I do not want to. I want to be on your parents' good side. You know, I want this to be a positive place for y'all, and that does sometimes mean like, yo, go talk to an adult. You know what I mean? And that's the official stance of this channel. Regardless of what anybody in the chat says, I can't be held responsible for what some people say in the chat. But what we mean here, you know, we protect the younger cats, and we are a good example as well. But also, like, this isn't like a PG stream. You know what I mean? There is a little bit of swearing, a little bit of goofiness and debauchery. We try to keep it real, you know? I'm not like, hi, kids. Welcome. Today we're going to learn about numbers and letters, and we're going to learn about the world. But we do learn about numbers and letters, and I've learned about so many letters and numbers just in this stream. 6-7, 6-9, 420. You know, all these different numbers I learned. There's so many letters in the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, etc. Aminello. Aminello. What is that from? What is that from? What is that joke from? Aminello. I don't know. Trash pandas. Protect the youth. Wheezy, LOL, I call my daughter Carter 3. My cats are the other white meat. You guys are funny. Boo boos, try. That's so funny. Protect the youth. 1738. That's another one. Hi, I'm Tickety, and this is Blue. Let's pick it. Uh-oh. Is it working, Ray? Did you, hi, kids. Do you like violence? What up, guy who makes robots? I know, when are we gonna see it? When are we gonna see the return? The return of guy who makes robots. We should write a book about that. I'm too old and no kids, so I don't know what 6-7 is. I don't either, but people, there's an emoji, or there's like a gift you can send that's 67 joules, and it says 6-7 when it pops up on the screen. And it's money, so I accept it. That's the only. I don't hate 6-7 as much, because it usually means someone's sending me money. Shout out to John C. We are the youth of the nation. RJ. Yo, shout out to all y'all in the chat. Thank you for coming through. Shout out to everybody who's been in the streams the last couple nights. We've been doing some late night streams, but I'm trying to get some more during the day. Only if you copy me and do exactly like I did. Said, get fucked up worse than my life is. Trying to get my head straight, but I can't figure out with Spice Girl. I wanna. Slim Shady, you were basic. Then why is your face red? Man, you wasted. Well, since age 12. Sometimes I go into the, it's interesting. Sometimes in that song and a couple of the other ones, you interchange like the X-rated, R-rated version from the album, and then the one that I heard all the time at like school dances. I'm not gonna say it. I won't say it. We don't say that word here. Sorry, I haven't been around in the evening. I've been really sick. Oh, Kelly, I'm so sorry. Yo, shout out to Kelly Harris. That's okay. Get better. Shout out to John C. How you doing, brother? Yo, thank you for coming through. A big shout out, Sean. What up, Sean? How you doing, brother? Whiny individual. That's me. Yo, thank you for clicking the thumbs up, guys. If you haven't, please. Pissed off, shit soft, whiny individual. Not political, just atypical. Pissed off, shit soft, whiny individual. Not political, just atypical. Just got home off from work. Let's go, John C. I'm good. You saw the new cans I got. Yeah, what? So what? Tell me about these headphones, Sean. Big shout out to the homie Sean. If you guys don't know, he's Newt in the Discord. Man, y'all, I gotta say that, you know, I've always been sensitive about my memory, my ability for recall. Sometimes I forget. My short-term memory can get a little messed up. I forget sometimes what I'm talking about. Some of it's ADD. Some of it's just brain being rotten from the core for the last whatever many years that I've been alive. But like the fact that I'm able to like remember, some of y'all test me because you guys got different names in the Discord than you do on YouTube, and sometimes you switch your names on YouTube, and I'm keeping up with all y'all. Forgive me if ever y'all, I watch everything y'all post, and I keep everybody as organized as I can, but sometimes I do mix things up, or I forget a specific detail about a particular person, and forgive me for that. Because it's not that I don't care or I'm not paying attention. It's that I'm dumb. And my brain is working at 100% full capacity already. I can't even say words. Ready. Already. Oh my God. As you can see, we're struggling over here. We're trying to keep it together. Yo, I just saw what Wayne posted. Wayne Bouchard posted Trash Pandas. But I do appreciate y'all, and I'm pretty good about it most of the time. I didn't even know I will test Egan with the YouTube name switches. I know, dude. I have to. I somehow I see broken frequency and I just think Cheeber. Maybe it's you guys are keeping me. You guys are keeping me like sharp. Sometimes I quit smoking weed for a month just to have crazy dreams. Carbon fiber diaphragm walnut cups. Walnut, dude, that's some baller shit. Sean, that's so cool, dude. They're Dunu Mortis open back headphones. I've never heard of those. They look so nice. How much were they, if you don't mind me asking? You guys should see it in the Discord. You can see Sean posted he posted a picture of his headphones. Those look comfy as hell. So that's your REM cycle returning. That's so funny. Yeah, all my friends who quit gardening or took a break from it, that's a thing I've experienced as well. 430 is high priced. You baller. Shout out to Sean for being an absolute boss. That's cool as hell, dude. I'm very jealous in the coolest way. Those are really, I mean, but also that's your job. You know, like, I do think that there's, you know, for like the average consumer, or even average producer, I wouldn't necessarily suggest a price point for those headphones, you know what I mean? But like, I think especially if it's like your job, your profession, your passion like that, you really have to be dialed in. And also wearing them for a long period of time, how they affect ear fatigue and all that stuff, like, the little changes can really make a big difference, I think, when you're working in like intense situations. So Right. No, and that's what I mean. Like for the mid-range producer and consumer, you know, like a $200 pair of headphones is like enough. But once you start getting into like where it's like, dude, you're gonna get a return on that investment. You know what I mean? Or at least that's how I feel. I think some people you can make the argument that there's, you know, only very certain situations where, like, but like for my job, that's why I kind of love the MDR 7506s, is also because from a ROI, from a business standpoint, they're like so cheap. And, you know, when I'm on set, headphones are getting knocked around. So it's not just that I want good sound quality and a ruggedness, but I need them to break and not ruin my life. I use it medically. Hell yeah, same. I could make animated TV shows from my dreams. I didn't until I lost my REM cycle and all my concentration. I could make animated TV shows from my awake brain. I can make horror movies from my dreams. You can make a horror movie with that song you just released. Hell yeah. Everybody click my bio and pre-save my album. Yes. Yes. Thank you for being here, y'all. Shout out to Sean and Rhea, Broken Frequency, a.k.a. Cheeber, Justin, Ashley. Rhea just put out she has an album coming out. The pre-save is in her bio. It's posted in the Discord. You can find it in all kinds of ways. She also just recently remixed one of my songs, and that is posted at the top of my Spotify. I also have a song coming out with our homie Max, and that will be released on Spotify next week, and then Rhea will have a remix of that out. My guess is it will be a hyperpop remix, and I don't know what genre the original is still. Shout out to Kane. Said, yeah, that's true. There's a very big price drop off on the return. After 500, you're paying for 5 to 10% improvement up to 1,500. Well, and it's kind of like, Sean, with headphones, I feel like it's kind of like Walter White and making meth, where they talk about how it's like, man, 95% is great, but the gulf between 95 and 98%, 99% is huge, and can make a big difference in higher, you know. And I think that applies to headphones too, where it's like, at a certain point, you're paying a lot for just a marginal improvement. But, that's if that's your business, if that's your passion, if that's the thing that you need to do your job, then, you know, that's the thing you got to do. Not enough dirt cheaps. You could be a cheerleader. There's a very big drop on my Spotify. My remixes always get a ton of saturation and distortion and reverb. I got nothing left. Alright, let's see here. I've been going through a lot of these old songs here. I'm learning all the big words. Yo, if you haven't, please click the thumbs up and the heart. weird. I just licked the microphone on accident. Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting. It does make a difference. What you're getting in most cases is more detailed, better imaging retrieval and soundstage. That's what's up, Sean. This is also why I trust a lot of what Sean says when it comes to... Because Sean has just demonstrated like what I love about people who are like good mix engineers is like that it's not just all about like it's like the appropriate use of things when they're supposed to be used. and I feel like there is like, you know, to a certain extent, it's like what Elliott Smith's vocal chain was important to a bunch of those albums, but like I've heard gritty shit of Elliott Smith, and it moved me just as much as those beautiful songs that he produced, and which has always confirmed that it's like it's not just about vocal chain. It's not just it's about the intention and the feeling behind it, and there's all different ways that you can present that kind of magic, and you know I think it's also again genre specific, but also again using Elliott Smith as a perfect example, like. You know, holding Elliott Smith as an example, like up to, you know, someone like, let's say Skrillex, just no, there's no need to compare them, but it is like that's the gambit of music is like, you know, looking at Elliott Smith's records and music under the same lens as you would look Skrillex it sounds ridiculous, but I think a lot of the time everyone's approaching music from this one really specific of like how to get it as loud as possible, how to get it as crisp as possible, how to do all the right things with your you know, your plugins and your VSTs and your effects, and oh man, if you're not using this and that, and oh your microphone's this, you know, oh this, like there's just so much where it's like, bro, it doesn't matter, like a guitar and a microphone is enough. So Justin, Kai, shout out to Rhea Ash. We're heading home from Holiday World. What is Holiday World? I always wanted to be Skrillex. And no disrespect to Skrillex. I'm just the comparison of the two is a perfect example. Like they both are amazing musicians, amazing. They create amazing works of art, but they're not comparable. To a certain extent, like they both live within the same sonic, you know, perceivable sound that we're able to hear with our ears and our brains, and that's what's amazing about music is like what people could do with that little space, and it doesn't have to all be filled up with the loudest sounds, but also sometimes that's the most fun too, you know. But I wouldn't listen to a Skrillex song necessarily if I was trying to get the vibe of an Elliott Smith song, and vice versa. And I don't know why I've locked in on fucking Elliott Smith and Skrillex, but I do think I wouldn't call them polar opposites, but two very different sides of music. What's up, alien babies? Justin, you're a bad influence. My friend says hi. Tell Guy, shout out to the whole family. Or wherever you said you're heading home. Are you with your friends or your family or what's? It's an amusement park. I love amusement park. I haven't been to a proper like place like a Great America or a Six Flags or anything like that. It's been a long time. It's been a bit of a moment since I've been there. Cheebs AFK sticks his hand in ground for 10 minutes for maximum dirt coverage. RJ, big homie. It's called Dirt Maxing. Shout out to Justin. Yo, Rhea. I think Rhea loves ick sounds, snare sounds, kick. That's the best text representation of that. What's up, Erwan? How's life, alien babies? How have you been? We missed ya. Cheebs is gonna lose his hand. I'm with friends. She says, "What's up, twin?" What's up, twin? Why is everybody so fucking cool? Why is everybody so much cooler? Y'all are amazing. Shout out to Sunkissed Orange. Hell yeah. You know, yesterday I went, you know, I have been looking at, I've been trying to stream a lot. I've been trying to work on music. I've been trying to stream, keep myself accountable and maximize my productivity. And I've been trying to keep it in high gear because I am looking to grow this channel. I have delusions of grandeur of where we could take this and what we can do and what we're capable of. So I'm committed to working towards that now every single day. I'm putting every single moment that I can. So when I don't put, you know, energy towards it, I feel a little guilty. I drove to my dad's house yesterday to help him out in the yard, and I got out of the car and it was green and blue, and the sky was blue, no clouds. It was gorgeous. And I was like, oh, that's right, I need to touch grass. I need to, like, I still need to get out and see the world. Because I was feeling a little guilty where I was like, fuck, my dad needed help in the yard, and I wanted to help him, but I also felt this responsibility to continue to work on this channel. And then I pulled up and it was like so beautiful, and I was like, oh, that's right. So, you know, I am trying to show up as much as I can, and I appreciate y'all for showing up too. But sometimes I gotta touch grass. For my girlfriend, sometimes I gotta touch grass or touch girlfriend. She says, what's popping? We had a kind of good day. Why only kind of, Kai? Was it a lot or was it expensive? That's usually the thing that ruins my time at some of these places where I'm like, you charge me $14 for like a bad slice of pizza? Are you kidding me? Sean said, you're right about what you were ranting about, though. There's 1,000 different ways to make music and mix master depending on what your goal is. Totally agree. And I think that some people get really locked into, like, having the best. Like, I love all the cool, like, there's so many amazing VSTs, plugins, pieces of outboard gear, synthesizer, like, so many different things. I'm never not drooling when I walk into a music store or somebody else's studio. It doesn't matter if they have one keyboard. I'm like, fuck yeah. I get excited. But I think sometimes it's like, you know, we forget that it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, people have done so much more with so much less. And it's not that you shouldn't try new things and search for new sounds. I think that that's the whole, look for sound, look for feeling, try to speak through sounds and communicate through these mediums. But I do think that we get a little consumer-minded about it, where we're like, oh, you don't have sausage fattener? Oh man, oh you don't have Fab Filter? What are you even doing? And it's like, I have EQ8. I didn't have to pay for it. It came with Ableton. I bought a Waves bundle because but I'm like, at a certain point, it's like between the basic Waves bundle I have that I paid for legally, and you know, the couple of I'm like, I have to kill that part of me a little bit, and I try to often, where I'm like, I try to not worry about I have so many plugins and VSTs that I have not even played around with yet, so I try to stay the chorus in terms of focused on creation and not just accumulating more plugins and more VSTs, and because it also, like, again, then I only have so much space on my computer too. And I have a lot of projects, and so I prioritize processing power and space, and work under some sort of limitations. That being said, there's a bunch of things I want. So you would love my studio. Roland 303, Alan and Heath 12-channel mixer, and a few Korg pads. That's awesome. Hell yeah, Sean. Maybe someday, bro. do like a whole tour. I'll just do like a cross country tour, and I'll just like travel for a year. Talk so much shit about your dog, about your plugins, but you never see them on stage. That's true. I mean, you know how I feel about performance, though. I do feel like, I think that one thing that's interesting, you know, is that there is a common. I think that I've noticed that feeling about where people are like, yo, he makes all this music, but he's never performed. Because I will say I've never performed a show, and I don't have a huge drive to perform live. It's never been a thing where I was like, I gotta get on stage. I know Rhea is excited for that. She enjoys it and is good at it, and wants to be better, and like has a drive for that. And I know a lot of my musician friends have had that similar feeling, and I've always felt very out of the loop in that way. I've always felt like not fully respected as a musician or as a producer because I don't care about performing live. And I think that I'm not the only one where it's like, you know, I know that like on the one hand it's like, well, if you're making music, what are you doing it for? And it's like, because I like making songs. And everything beyond that, performing, releasing music, is almost like a secondary thing. That's a separate part of it. Performing your music is an art in of itself. So creating the music and then performing it, those are like two totally different jobs that people often are good at, or you see them work at it and have a desire. And I just have never really wanted to be anywhere but the studio. And you know, for better or worse, I'm not saying that that's the way to go, but I also think that there, to a certain extent, there is this world now where like, if you don't want to perform, like the last thing that I necessarily want to see is someone who doesn't want to be on stage. You know, that's gonna come through so easily. If you don't want to be on stage, like I do not push people to necessarily do that. But it's definitely like an interesting thing. We've talked about this too. There's a lot of local people that I think actually, like I have more plays than a lot of local musicians who have been doing it for longer than I have. And on the one hand, it doesn't matter. They've done thousands of shows that I've never performed. How about some tropical music? I'll do it, Alien Babies. I don't really use VSTs or DSP. Nice. I restarted my computer and it's not working. Then don't start your computer. The other guys, it was warm. She absolutely loves the Beatles, and 2 people called her pretty, and she loves your work. Yo, shout out to Deathly Kai's friend. What's your friend's name? We'll give him a shout out. You never find nothing towards this guy. I don't think of you as less. You're a fucking G. No, I don't think you do, Rhea. Not at all. I think you have a very good balance of that. But it made me think of like there are people that have felt like that. I think about me, where it's like, they're like, why doesn't it's like they can't compute that someone wouldn't want to perform. They're like, well, if you're not performing, then you're not a musician. Like that is a legitimate thing that like actual, and it's people who have performed a lot, and they're all like, if you don't perform, if you're not on stage, then you're not a real performer. And it's like, I'm not. I don't know what this is, but I don't consider this performance. I'm not like Doc Disrespect where with a fucking, I'm not like dressed up as a character. This be me for better or worse. Cheebs is almost Robocop. I used to love that stuff performing. I mean, I'm too old for that shit now. Did my time DJing for a few years. Thank you, Ash. Next video, my head's got infected, so I replaced it with my robot bunny's head. I want to be in a gallery. Hell yeah, Ash. Follow your heart, man. That's what's up. Homie's going to pull a Tom Holland and stamp on stage as Rihanna. I'll do it, Angry Otter. Make a robot that DJs and plays the drums. Then you play the keyboard and guitar, but make it like 90s. So John C. just suggested becoming Chuck E. Cheese is literally what John C. just Oh, no, it's all good, though. Economics time, let's go. What's up, Big Mage? Shout out to Big Mage. Big homie. It's a little warm in here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Maybe I should replace my body and organs with robotics. Person. Performance is strange, making eye contact. Let's go, baby. Yeah, and I think it's also like, I think that this is a time in which people can put out music in so many different ways, and I do think it's a good thing. I think it, if anything, it makes like the ability for people to make music in their bedrooms, at home, and release it to the world and market it how they want to on their own terms. And the fact that some people are like, yo, I'm okay with not being a star. I'm okay with not being on stage. I'm okay with a couple thousand people saying, yo, I like your music. And here's a couple bucks. You know, like, not everyone's clamoring for the limelight. Not everyone's reaching for the billions of dollars and wants to be on, like, that's just not a thing that even needs to be a goal as a musician. And that was the end goal for most people. You're either a local nothing or you're a big star. And now it's like, dude, you can be a local something. There's no local anymore. The world is, dude, there's homies in India and Canada and across the United States. Like, they're all over the world that pop into these lives. So it's like, it's just a... You look at the back of the room. I can do a visual for 5,000 people any day, but having to look them in the eye is not for me. Big Mage wants cowbell. My trick is knowing that I know their internet history. Yo, if you haven't, guys, please click the thumbs up, click the hearts. Thank you for coming through. I was just locked in the zone. I can feel the energy without looking at them. That's awesome. Sam, what up, Sam? Oh, it's so sad to see Sam with a gray name in the chat. Shout out to John C. and Sam. Both of you, please make sure that you have the ability to receive gift memberships turned on. I know that Sam has had a gift membership in the past, but make sure that your settings didn't get switched off by YouTube by clicking the join button, clicking the 3 little white dots, and making sure that you are toggled to receive gift memberships. But yeah, it's taken a long time. And the interesting thing, though, is that, like, I ran into an artist recently, a good friend of mine who I've known for a long time, and we've never hung out a bunch. But I saw him at the film festival I saw him at the film festival recently when we had our premiere for the movie I scored, or the short film I scored. And he, like, took me aside and he was like, yo, dude, I just want you to know, like, how much I respect, like, how everything you've done, and how you've always moved in your own way to the beat of your own drum, and you've done something really cool with it. And, like, he was like, I'm really proud of you, because he's someone I've known for like 15, 20 years. He's known me since, like, we started our record label back when we were like 20 years old, and we're just, like, new on the scene. And so that meant a lot, because it's like, dude, it takes a lot of to not give a shit about, like, certain aspects of how, you know, like, just humbling yourself and being like, I'm just making music and putting it out, and I've gotten 1 million plays on the strength of my own bullshit. And I've gotten these subscribers and whatever my success you want to call it is, I've done that on the strength of my own shit, on my own terms, with nobody except myself. You know, I've manifested it all, and with the help of so many people, obviously. But you put it out there, if you build it, they will come type shit. Shout out to this kind soul who keeps blessing me with gifted memberships. I forget if it was either or it was either Angry Otter, RJ, or Wayne Bouchard. And I think we had a couple other people donate as well. Ashley, I think, donated a couple. Big homie Ashley. Because you put dirt in it. Did you punch something, Cheebs? Oh, it makes me... Yo, Ray, I appreciate that. And I again, some of it's like, I'm sorry to be like so like raw and emotional about it. But I feel at a good place with a lot of it. Ooh. Yo, we hit 20 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You love it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Got more of it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I know it. Got it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm really shot it. I can be ready to feel me. I should really let me. I feel this here with me. I can maybe a funny. We were fucking doing well, but also it's like it, you know, like I said, it doesn't move to the next level and start really reverberating through things until y'all come into play. Like, and that's the cool thing is it's like I like set it up. I'm like the pitcher and I'm like throwing at you guys and y'all just keep hitting home runs nonstop. Like that actually technically that puts me in the opposite team, doesn't it? So I'm like the pitcher, but I'm on your team. Okay? We're changing baseball a little bit. So there's one team, right? It's just one team. Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Can't believe I just submitted 14 songs. Hell yeah, Rhea. Let's go. Rhea, do you know when it's going to be up? I mean, like, I guess I'll get an email, won't I? That's true. It's interesting because sometimes I feel like, you know, you did it through DistroKid, right? Because I feel like sometimes it can take like 24 to 48 hours, and sometimes it happens like right away. I don't know if they send them out in batches or how they handle that, but their whole processing is interesting. YouTube will get me wrecked with my... Yo, thanks for the likes and the hearts and everything, guys. Don't forget to smash the hearts. Smash them hearts. Okay, let's start a new song, actually. I'm tired of listening to all these old songs. Shout out to Cheeber. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Appreciate you, my bruh. My bruh. Oh, actually. Let's see here. Shout out to Carrots. Shout out to Carrots. Shout out to Carrots. That's a song I wrote about carrots. That's fucking awesome, Sean. No, you didn't say that at all. Yo, my buddy who so Sean, I'm at nice at the Allstate. I'm in the union. Our local stagehands union also represents the film industry here because it's the industry is so small. So it's a right to work state also, so the union doesn't have a ton of power. But so I'm clued into all I have a bunch of union buddies, and they were just setting up for that show here in Milwaukee. That's awesome though, dude. Justin. That's awesome, Sean. That's so cool, bro. That's really, really. So are you in the union as well? Are you IATSE? Justin. Justin's stop trying to peddle drugs to the chat. I'm not union, just freelance, whatever I can do. Nice. I joined the union mostly because, I support union, but also because that's how I get like a lot of the bigger film jobs that come through from like LA, from more of the union towns. They usually have to still offer it to union members first, before they pass it along to freelance. So for certain jobs, they're required to give priority if you're in the union. ADHD meds are good enough for me. I'm flying up the... Hell yeah. That's awesome, Sean, though. Well deserved, my friend. That's cool, bro. That's always an interesting call, too, because I get a lot of phone calls from people who... Like, I only work, on set, on film sets. I don't do front of house work. I don't do a lot of, event coordination. So... People are like, oh, you do sound, huh? Can you And I'm like, well, hold on. I do location audio for television and film. Only front of house and post. Yeah, and I want to do more post work and stuff like that, but my main passion has always been like, I love being on set. I love being part of a film set. I love capturing audio on location is so much fun because it's such a very particular skill when it comes to audio. You know, like, people can talk about mic placement all they want, but until they've been a boom operator, you got nothing. People are like, oh, mic placement's so important. And I'm like, yeah, because you set up mics on a stand. Like, I'd like to see some of y'all keep a Shep Seamet on axis for an hour with an actor moving around. He does the hard stuff. Otter said hard. You talking about carrots, Angry Beaver? Wait a second. I had my boom operator lying on the ground under a pool table to capture clean audio from my movie. Hey, wherever you gotta go, I've been there. I have been there, Angry Otter. I've been the boom operator that had to do that, and I've also been the sound mixer that had to have my boom operator do that. But also, a good plant mic never hurts either. It's easier for everybody. Ha! Said, too bad my DP had the camera switch to shotgun mic on the camera. Oh, man. Well, that is why we timecode sync. That's why we have onboard cameras, and that's why we have an audio hop, and that's why audio to camera is always secondary syncing purposes only. And that's why we always make sure that we get a time code slate on camera. We get the time code synced on camera. And then we have either 1 to 2 audio sources if there's an onboard camera mic and I have an audio hop. And then you have 4 different ways to sync the audio to the sound mixer's recorder and what he has there. And he should have everything there. And often, if you're lucky enough, you'll have 2 recorders. One that's recording just a stereo mix, just as a backup. That can also be used to feed, to client or whatever. Whatever it takes, Angry Beaver. I started out doing studio work, mixing mostly 24, 5 years ago. Then I got into front of house and fell in love with it. Nice, bro. My movie had a $12K budget. So one of the things I was recently talking with my girlfriend about, because I was talking about my movie that I want to make. I was talking. There's a variety of opportunities that I have coming up to talk with, and Angry Otter, that you come into play here too as well, and you're the people you've told me to talk to as well. Like, at a certain point, I will actually have something actionable in terms of like a pitch deck and a finished, at least finished draft of the script. And I'm going to have like the ability to get all the, I'm friends with the camera house. I'm friends with the lighting house. I am the sound department. I know camera operator. I know PA. I know everybody that I need to hire for crew. I know location. I know like it's all being shot here. It's only a limited number. Like I got all the production aspects down, so I just need the money. And so I was thinking like everybody I know is always raising $5,000-$10,000 on GoFundMe for their movies. And I'm always like kind of annoyed because I'm like, yo, you need more than that, especially if it's a feature film. You need to raise like hundreds of thousands of dollars to really make a great film, a passable something that the masses might be able to enjoy. Not to mention hiring the right actors, getting the proper talent. But I was just thinking, man, I know people who have raised I know people myself who have raised $1 million on Kickstarter. And that was for Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Not to denigrate Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm just saying like you can raise $1 million on Kickstarter. You can raise $100,000. You can raise $500,000. And I'm like kind of not interested in doing the movie for less than that. You know what I mean? A substantial amount of money where I can pay talent. I can actually have like good lenses and good acting, and not make it like a local production, but make it a real one. And I'm really I'm pushing towards like that crowdfunding shit where I'm like, dude, if we don't hit $150,000-$200,000 or whatever, then I don't care. Then cancel it. You know, I don't need, and that's no disrespect to Angry Otter's $12,000 budget. You know what I mean? But I'm like, if I can't do it with the way I want to do it, then it's like there's no point in doing it to a certain extent. But I feel good because it's like the amount of money that I want is not like I don't need $20 million. I'm making like an indie rom-com essentially. You know what I mean? That's going to be heavily improv based with good talent. And it's a good, unique idea. The location is going to be a great. It's a simple thing. I got a simple idea, so it's all about who you know, 100%. And that's kind of why I'm like, yo, I just need to utilize all the connections, all the favors, all the talent that I've managed to work alongside for all these years. It's like my chance to actually give back to the community. And hire like people I've worked with and respect for a long time, and then also like maybe make some money and turn this town around in terms of how I just want to Tyler Perry this shit. Like I just want to make a bunch of money and pour it right back into the film community and start making more stuff. Like it's been done. There's people. The movie that just came out recently called Hundreds of Beavers. Was shot by a buddy of mine. Shout out to Quinn Hester, and was financed by a large number of people. But the producers are also here from my hometown, and they're very talented people and good people who make dope stuff. So like, and there's just all kinds of like weird little connections here in town. It's such a small community that everybody's only a degree or two of separation away. So I feel really like. I feel very good, like, or I'm like, oh, this could make sense that this is what it's all been leading to, is to make my own feature. We premiered at the largest, let's see, and that's on the strength of $12,000. You know what I mean? Like, that's an incredible feat. You know what I mean? That's fucking incredible. 100% true, Otter. 95% are word of mouth. I don't advertise at all, but it made a lot of good friends in the industry. Yeah, and that's same here, and that's kind of the beauty of being in this small community for so long. And my dad was in this community as well, so it's like my family has been involved in the film industry here in Wisconsin for the last 30 or longer years, like almost 40 years. And so I feel well placed within my particular scenario. I also think my idea to co-direct from the sound department, I want to have a director at Video Village, and then I want to be at the sound cart with my other sound mixer and my utility, and we'll all be listening, and we'll all be monitoring and recording. And that's my way out. That's another way I can invest in the film, is I can provide $40-something thousand at least of gear and labor for free to a production. I can get the cameras, I can get the lighting. I got this shit. I'm psyched. I'm like, it's funny that like I'm like, all I need is to finish the fucking script. But you guys might have seen my homie Adam, Wishing Whales Adam, in the chat. He was here last night for a little bit. And he wrote the short film that I scored called Aroma Vision. And he said he's going to help me. And if he doesn't, I'm going to fight him. Well, and that's the other thing, Angry Outer, is like the beauty of my idea too is I there's not going to be that much. We can do like a bunch of cool stuff, and I don't even need. There's no real special effects in it for the most part, and any special effects that we do need are going to be so easily enhanced by stuff like that. And I actually don't want to talk about my other idea, because my other idea is a pretty good one. So I'll do mixing for you. Hell yeah, bro. It's so much easier and cheaper. Yeah, and not just because of the visual effects and everything, but just like the ability to network, the ability to shoot stuff, the ability to distribute. More than ever now, it is just about money. Everything in my horror film was practical, so tough. Yeah, and that's why I'm like, yo, it'll be nice to be able to have that where it's like, for the most part, we don't need a lot, but like, you know, and this is true of the audio department too, is like, there's so many things that now can be cleaned up so easily. Like, and I'm not saying that I don't care, because I still stress out and I always try to get the cleanest, whether or not you're using AI to clean up audio, clothing rustle or background noise or whatever, having a good sounding, clean, original source is the key to being able to still do stuff in post. You can't just have a terrible recording and then magically turn it into something good. You can take something that's pretty good but with some errors in it or some problems, and you can really clean it up. I've heard clothing rustle just disappear. I've heard very loud background noises just disappear. Things that 5 or 10 years ago would have been a lot of money and work and time, which is crazy. So I got to bounce for a while. I got to work on my side gig for a bit. Shout out to Sean. Appreciate you, Newt. You're a big homie. Again, thank you for being a part of the Discord and being a part of the channel and sharing your knowledge. It's nice to be able to talk with you about this kind of stuff. You're such a unique perspective on everything, so I really appreciate it. Peace out. His name's Sean. Called him Peace Out Skunk. Later, friends. I do that a lot with people. Sometimes some subscribers have actually been like, "Can you not change my name?" Because sometimes I like shorten people's names, or like I think it says one thing, so I just say it. Like Shori Tab, we called her Shorty. I do like this. Let's see what we can add to this. What's up, Monk? I remember you, brother. What's good, dog? I would love to run my film through AI enhance it, but I can't do 80 minutes of audio and video, and I don't want to cut down into yeah. I mean, that's the big thing about it, is like it's still not accessible on that degree. There's a bunch of people, but that's the other thing, is I'm like, the beauty of all that too is I'm like, it's a good post-production tool, you know what I mean? But my most important thing is gonna be getting the right actors and actresses and getting them into a position that's something that they can execute well, you know, some place they can be funny and real. Monk said, it's been a long time since I've seen your lives and videos. Yeah, where you been, Monk? I feel like I was seeing you every day for a while there. Let's see. Let's go back to this one. I always revisit this one. Where is it? Been doing school and baseball stuff. That's what's up, Monk. Hell yeah, bro. Yo, what up, Milena? How you doing? Been a long time. Glad to be back. How you feeling? Justin said, where's RJ? I need someone to ban. Whenever RJ disappears, it means he's either at work or with his family. I've been really good, Monk. Thank you for asking, dude. It's been good. We got some music coming out pretty soon. I'm excited to release. We got a song with Max. You guys want to hear it? This is this. I'll play the song we're about to release. Oh, wait. Ooh. Give me 1 second.
Done, got before I got out. I'm sitting on bouncing, got in my yacht. My Virgo staying above at the top of my server. I'm tasting loud like it's charred up. Buried the pain, I'm sneaking up. Unagi, I'm speaking out. Where's my game? My legs give up. Hit the best, give a taste to break it up. Where's the fate that I'm supposed to wait for? Late at night, watch my weight go. Game that I close to sink or bait, but I switch the main focus. That I rock the game now. If you think I'm good, correct it. I'm in full. Got no options, I take the railroad. Guys don't act the way they supposed to. I am the aftermath like I'm an NATO.
What's up? Oh, thank you. Shout out to Maya. How's music? How's life? It's been a minute. Also, guys, make sure you have the ability to receive gift memberships turned on in your settings. Sometimes it gets shut off or reset, so just gotta click the join button, click the 3 little white dots, and make sure you have that toggled on. We've had almost 250 gift memberships in the last 2 weeks. So let's get everyone who has a gray name. Let's get them green. Woo! Shout out to Max. Again, we'll be putting this song out next week. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. Let's see. Woo! All right, let's I want to start a new song. Start a new song. Let's start a bit of a new song, eh? Oi. Maybe we'll like put a fucking drum, some drum shit. Let's see. No. Although sometimes I'm just like, grab a drum, fuck it. Ooh, sometimes, yes, maybe that. Maybe just something simple. We'll obsess about the drums later. I want to find melody. Okay. Said Bailey Barnes. Yo, let's give a big shout out to the homie Bailey. What's up, dog? How you doing? Been so uninspired with music lately, honestly. Been playing drums again, like real drums. That's what's up, Milena. I feel you though. I the only thing I've found that helps with that, and it's easier said than done, but like just starting over every day. Like trying and trying, failing and failing, trying and trying, and then stopping, and then next day restart. Like, because in the reality of like the scheme of life, you're never stop. Like it doesn't stop. Just because you go to bed doesn't stop. So like, I don't know. Just the ability to keep coming back, to keep returning to it and trying again. And so like playing the drums or trying to do something else creative. Like I'm proud of you. It's so hard, and especially it can become a loop where you're uninspired, and so that's not inspiring. So you're not like it prevents you from creating in the moment, and it prevents you from creating in the future. It's a deadly virus. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, I read that at first, and I missed the connection that you had wrote some fire, and I was like, wait, did somebody talk shit to Rhea? I was like, oh damn, she just like unloaded. I'm good. A little stressed, but good. Great to see everyone. What's on your mind, brother? Monk, what's that? So true. Word. Needed that. Hell yeah, Milena. I don't know what to do with this. Some of these like pre-made little chord things. Could you do that? What the fuck? Cramming to get these assignments done before Sunday. Had some friends invite to spend the day with and trying to pump things out. I'm taking a break now. Hell yeah. Also, are you talking about the competition? That's kind of a weird. Weird. We're just gonna hold on. We're gonna do that ourselves. We'll do it ourselves. Dude, I'm gonna freak out. Sometimes these things are like off by like, and dude, I have to go in the fucking, I gotta go into the fucking macros and all this shit. This is when I start to like grow tired of it. You know what I mean? Baby, baby, baby. Bow, bow, bow. Let's see. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Well, I'm famous and I'm if I made my eyes be that my is anybody else having lag? I don't think is anybody else having lag? Because I don't see it on my end. Yeah, that might be on your end, my brother. Me brother. That might be on your end. Aye. Why do I like this? Throw me out the door. Throw me out the back end. Throw me out the door. Throw me out with the trash ass. I can give a fuck. So what? So what? It's kind of a fun little thing. No lag. No lag. Ash can't type in chat. She asked me to ask you about. Not sure what's happening. I have no idea. I don't think so. Did anybody, she should be able to. I don't know. Did RJ or Angry Otter, did anybody... Let me see if I can... I can't scroll up enough in the chat to see... I don't think anybody... Yeah, I don't know how to. I can't even find her name. Can you type her Rhea, can you type her full name into the chat? And I'll look for it on let me see. Boom boom boom. Oh, don't let me look here. Let me look here. Ashley. I'm not subscribed to her. I just subscribed. Oh, I don't see anything. I have no idea, Rhea. That's frustrating. If Angry Otter or RJ, what's up, Max? Shout out to Mad Loco. We're trying to figure out why Ashley can't type in the chat. I mean, I don't think Angry Otter or, and it's weird. There's no way I can check to see if either of them. She should also try, if she's on her phone, she should try updating her app. Mad Loco, Cheeber, Justin, Persin. I don't have my other stream up right now. Ask her if she can type in other people's chats. Tell her to go into other lives. See if that's happening. Because the only thing I could think of is that if RJ or Angry Otter, like, as a joke, would have, like, timed her out briefly. But sometimes like, RJ will time someone out for like 100 seconds or something as a joke. And there's no way that I can tell. I didn't. Angry Otter says he didn't. RJ is not in the chat right now. Do it. That's annoying. I wish she wasn't. I looked in like the moderator. I can see like who's like blocked. The list of like people who have been blocked from things. She's not on there, so there's not like a block on her. No, I don't think anybody kicked her out, dude. I don't think. The best thing I can say, it's stupid, but either update the app, update her operating system, log out and log back in. Try the chat again, maybe from computer. I don't think you can't. Can you type in like on a program? He done been a mod. Yeah, YouTube being weird as fuck, man. I'd have been that. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. Computer, play my P music. Shout out to Max, dog. How you been, bro? Much love to the homie. Shout out to the homie. All these weird. Beautiful. I kind of like that movement. No. I didn't want that drum to come in at all. I wanted it different. I wanted it to be different. Fuck, I like that, like... Tahani, what's up? Can you do 505? I can. I kind of like. Why do I like that? You can be an angry beaver. Huh. Huh. Sometimes I just sit on a sound for a while. Nicknames are a sign of friendship. Ooh. Let's go. What the what? Alright, well, we'll do that. Ooh, I'm zoning. I'm zoning, talking on the phone and don't know where I'm going. La-di-da-di-da. Interesting. Yo. Because I can. Because I can. Because I can. Yo, I appreciate y'all for hanging with me. We're dealing with some technical issues. I don't know what's going on here. I like this little song though. I think Justin was attacked by an angry beaver and is now traumatized. Oh, my freaking elbow. I don't know what to do with this. It's fucking weird. This is, I look at the chat and it's Justin and Madlog. I love bees. You goofballs. You guys are silly gooses. Shout out to all the silly gooses in the chat. Oh, ooh. Interesting. Interesting shit. Okay. Wayne Bouchard. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that. We're trying to figure out why. Hiya. Wait, I'm confused. Borrowed meatloaf? What? Wait, is that... I'm interested. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, I had no idea. I didn't. I don't know why. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. Especially if you were able to type in the thing. We didn't say anything. I don't know. We couldn't. Ashley couldn't type in the chats, and we were trying to figure that out. Sorry. Shout out to Wayne Bouchard. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into the music. I feel bad because I have no idea. There's nothing I'm like, there's nothing on my end. You're not blocked. You know what I mean? I looked through the blocked users. I'll ask RJ when he comes back. I can't see him. RJ's not in the chat right now. And he's the only person who I could think would ever, like, do something like that as a joke. Like, and maybe he accidentally clicked maybe he clicked, like, mute for 200 days instead of 200 seconds. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we do that where, like, he'll time out somebody for a brief amount of time. For sure. Shout out to Ash, a.k.a. Borrowed Meatloaf. But he didn't say he did that. Like, RJ would usually say if he was going to do that as a joke, and then he wouldn't do it for, like, longer than a minute, you know? I don't know what I'm doing here, but I like it a little bit. Could try this. Ooh. 38 votes in the poll, but only 28 likes. I know, bro. But it's whatever. I did just about anything. Yeah, I heard that. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Sean. It helps to have alt accounts. Pers, and thank you for being a homie. Thank you for trying. I'll figure it out. All settings in this new... Maybe he did and got busy. Don't know. I'm confused. Am I visuals? Am I loopy? You never know. Persian tube, Persian loops, Persian tubes, and Persian loops. Wayne Bouchard. I guess you... The problem is also, Ashley, like, unfortunately, since by the time, like, Rhea came in and told me and I saw that you couldn't post, by the time that happened, your name was already so far up in the chat. Usually I can right-click the name and see, like, the history, and I can see if somebody timed you out or if there's anything like that. So I would keep... Ashley, keep switching between your other account and maybe, like, try posting, because maybe the timeout has expired and maybe it was just for, like, a few minutes or something. I had Meatloaf on Wednesday. You know, Meatloaf is underrated, bro. I'm really sorry to go through that though, Ash. I feel bad and also a little powerless. But I don't think that none of the mods would ever do that. You know what I mean? Nobody would like mute you out of spite, and nobody would mute you if they didn't tell you they were doing it as a joke. The only thing I can think of is if you said anything that might get you in trouble with YouTube, but you're not often like being crazy, you know? Ooh, girl, what do I do? Oh gosh, I know how hard you tried. Don't feel bad. Not that, only a tiny bit crazy. Well, don't forget, if you haven't, guys, please click the thumbs up. Click the hearts. What do you think of this, like, piano? I don't know what the progression to use. C major? Karn the betrayer. I have a vocal harmonizer? I do. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. I don't know this Batman. I don't know Batman. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Batman? Oh, Batman. He's trolling you. He's trolling you. Catman. You shout out to the Catman. Catman. I've never heard of a Batman. Shout out to Catman and Wayne Bouchard. We got nothing to say. We got nothing to do. Dude, I would rather make weird shit like this for the rest of my life and not make a fucking penny rather than make some elevator ass fucking background music ass bullshit that makes a ton of money because you have a great big catalog. I could give a fuck. Original fucking music and art expression. I could give a shit about the monetization of this shit. I mean, I love releasing music. I love people getting enjoyment out of it. But like, yo, the sync licensing shit and all this like fucking make money off your music type bullshit. Market your music. Pfft, fuck it. Bunch of people who make shit music have no. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. No, relax. Relax. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. I have so much hate in my heart. Hate in my heart. I've got so much hate in my heart. You guys are awesome. Thank you for keeping. You're like, stay the chorus. I think I just get. There's certain parts of the music worlds and stuff that I come into contact with that just kind of like piss me off. No, I'm good though. I'm good though. I really am good. I just like. This is my art channel. May as well you make use of it. That's what's up. Indian food gives me the run. Stay focused. Shout out to Kane. I didn't even know you were still here, brother. Stoner. TGIF. Yo, Stoner, I saw you were getting litty the other night, it looked like. You and the boys. I'm living vicariously through your guys' Instagram stories and sharing your lives. Ooh, the west side. We come at the west side. It's the best side. We ain't got much time. I ain't got a lot to say. You can't commit to say me one much funny way. This too shall pass. You guys ever hear the Aesop Rock album None Shall Pass? I like that album. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm also glad it's Friday. Oh, I'm oh so glad. I'm oh. It's such a good album. Yeah, dude. Justin. Oh, I was like, wait. I was like, yeah. Don't forget that. Don't forget that the the chat, the AI that reads all our chat messages doesn't understand your intent. And I know you're not selling. I know you're not trying to sell drugs. I know what you mean. But just remember that sometimes the chat AI bots, they don't understand that shit. They don't really fucking really get it. Just a couple robots reading, analyzing all the fucking data. You may. Ooh. Justin said I'm special. How come he gets it and I get booted for no reason? Sorry, no, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna have to have a discussion with RJ. I don't think if RJ again, like if he did that as a joke, then it was only for like a few seconds. That's the only thing I can think of that happened, and that maybe it's back on by now. Have you checked? Ash, are you able to log into your other account, your old account, and see if you can comment now? Because I'll bet you it's just that. I mean, I don't want to bet, actually, because I don't know what's going on. But you didn't say anything crazy. You didn't say anything crazy. Oh, interesting. Okay. You're just too real. You just keep it too real, Ashley. That's... Guys, don't forget, if you can, click the thumbs up and the hearts. It's doing that thing again where it says there's only one person watching, but I know there's multiple people in the chat. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't understand at all. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't understand at all. I don't really get it. I don't understand. I don't really get it. I don't really understand that shit. Understand that shit. I don't really get it. I don't really understand. You don't let it. Don't let it. I commit it. I feel right by it. I'm so with it. A lot of weird activity today. I don't really like you want to play. If you don't want... Yeah. It's better than it was yesterday, though. And hey, y'all are here with me, and I appreciate that. So that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Oh man, I am stiff. Oh yeah, I've been sitting in this chair for too long. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Lola, lordy, lordy. Ooh, let's mess around. I think I'm still logged in here on labs. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see here. Oops. That's... Hmm. Fun. Pretty. So pretty. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. Ooh. Oh, you know what? You know what? The frickin' YouTube's is broken. The frickin' YouTube's broken. Doodle doodle doo. Doo 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 doo. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and germs. If you know the channel, you know what these strings mean. Shout out to all the homies in the chat. Shout out to Ashley, Justin, Persin too, but my big homie Persin, Justin, Wayne Bouchard. Shout out to Stoner. Shout out to Angry Otter, who was here, RJ, who was here earlier, Rhea. Shout out to Cheeber. Shout out to all the homies, everybody who sent gift memberships, everybody who sent super chats. Shout out to Zero, who sent a couple of bucks. Shout out to let's see, we got everybody, I think. Kane was here, Bailey was here, Kelly Harris, Alien Babies, John C, Sean, Milena, Yari, Big Mage, Max, Greatest Monk, Mad Logo, Yuvraj, Four, Sam, 2 honey packets and a torta, Kahana, Karn, the Butcher, Jion, Kiki, everybody who came through, thank you for hanging out tonight. What a bunch of homies. I appreciate the hell out of each one of you. I should be on later tonight. If not, I will be on tomorrow. We'll see how we're feeling. I'm about to go make some spaghetti and wait for my girlfriend to come over, and then we're gonna do the damn thing. So I love each and every one of you. Thank you for kicking it with me tonight, guys. You guys are homies. Can I borrow some art, AJ? What did you do? I don't think he did it. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. Well, I appreciate you. I'm sorry for the complications, but thank you for supporting me in the channel. Please join the Discord, follow me on Spotify, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. All right, I'll be on soon. Y'all are homies. I love you all. I'll be back soon. Peace out, everybody.